Hey, so I am here at if you see me looking up, it's because I keep seeing like a lot of people walk past. So I'm just paying attention, it's just a reflex. You see somebody, you look. But I am actually here at the actual PlastiCenter. I think it's PlastiCenter where Robles performs her surgery. So when I got here, I had to fill out like a whole bunch of documents, basically explaining the procedure. I read over it, basically how it talked about bruising, all types of things that can happen after surgery, or good things that can happen after surgery. It just lists all the risk, basically. It is saying like Latin skins and dark skins, they bruise a little bit more. So that was mentioned on there too. It also talked about, of course, everybody body is different, so everybody healing is different. It's just all about caring for yourself. And so after I filled out the paperwork, she brought me back in a room. I keep saying a lot. I don't know. I think just it helps me gather what I'm gonna say next. So excuse that. And I am really still I had sleep, but I'm just tired because I had to get up in the morning, and then I had to shower because I knew Brainy was going to be coming to pick me up to bring me here. And then on top of that, breakfast, you don't want to miss breakfast because after so long, they don't have it. They cook it as they go. So if you miss breakfast, it's like they'll find you something to eat, but you just don't want to miss breakfast. But after I filled out the paperwork, she took me to a room. It was a couple, I don't know, assistants. I don't think they were doctors, but they took me to a room. I did like a front picture, a side picture, both sides picture, catty corner picture, back picture, and then she had me take off my clothes, my bra, including my bra and panties, in. She did the same type of pictures again, and then she had me go turn around in circles and do a full video. I did a full video being naked. And then once I put my clothes back on, um, she sat down, she explained the surgery, the procedures, how it's gonna go. Today, she doesn't want me to drink nothing but water. They're gonna give me a pill. I can't eat after 10. That just to help me relax. And I will have to be back here in the morning at 5:40 in the morning. So I believe once I arrive, um, they're going to do whatever they need to do in the morning. I know before I come in the morning tonight, I have to pay for the kit, which is the medication kit, which is one of the requirements. I believe, like I said, it was like $300. So I know I have to do that tonight. I know the oxygen chamber, she requires three. So I have to do that one tonight. And I believe they're $100 a piece. On my paper, it said $200, but it's 100 from what they've been quoting me. The first one is free. And then the other two, which is after surgery, it's $100. And I guess that it helps with the healing process. Um, so that, after that, we did payment. So I paid the remaining balance that I owed, and of course the mandatory insurance, which is $150. And make sure you get a receipt. I did get a receipt. They asked for my passport. Don't leave. They wanted to make a copy of it. If they say, let me see your passport, you sit there until they're done with it. You do not walk off from it. Don't walk off any of your documents that you brought with you. You wait for it, because you don't want to walk off and they say, oh, I gave it to you, and you be like, oh, no, you didn't. So I would just wait for your documents. After that, I could have went back home. I did have a surgery sister that, we were talking a lot, and she is still in surgery, and I guess she had asked about me. So I'm going to sit here in the PlastiCenter. I'm in her room and wait for her to come to her room for a little bit. And then I know I got to head back to the deluxe recovery house. Here's like a glimpse of the room. So this, you get your own personal room. It's not like it's two to a bed. You actually get your own room. And then that's the bathroom in there. It's actually a pretty nice bathroom. And then her table, and I guess, you know, the closet and everything is over there. It even has her little logo. Oh, so cute. This is the room. I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. I paid. I just felt so good when I got here and I paid, because you just don't want to keep walking around with all this cash on you. It's just like, oh, I just got that release off. So once you pay, it's like, okay, it's happening. But even like this morning, you know, I left my only thing that kind of got me was that while I was having breakfast, of course they clean up, but you know, when I came back into my room when I was done eating and talking to the girls, they were in there cleaning up, which is just like a hotel, but usually, you know, I think you let them know or you leave a sign on the door. I don't know. It's just, I'm like, oh, I didn't know you guys were going to come here and start cleaning up. I mean, everything was still intact. Nothing was taken or anything. It's just like, you know, people, when you watch other people videos or you hear what other people say, watch your belongings, watch your surroundings. And then, like I said, I had all that cash, which was in a safe, but I mean, who can't take the safe? So, I mean, it's like Russian roulette with a safe. People were complaining like they can still take it, but I mean, at least the cash is just not sitting out. It's actually in a safe. But other than that, the girls there, they're really good, and they have a good sense of humor. They're big on your items too, like, hey, make sure you put your items up and everything. So they're really good. I actually found a massage therapist they recommend. Her name is Martha. I haven't had her yet, but they're pretty good. Let's see. So I arrived here. I know when I arrived here, I mean, you can tell they kind of look at you like, is she from here or not? Because when I'm here, you would think like they could be from the U.S. I mean, they look like we look. I mean, they don't look any different until they start talking. And some of them knew English. It might not be as good, but some girl, she was just talking English to her daughter, but she was speaking the other Dominican language. But, you know, when they talk to me, I just kind of nod my head. I kind of don't talk because sometimes that's how most of them can scope you out. Not saying that's everybody, you know, intention, but you just can't be too sure. So when I moved, my bag moved. When, you know, when they were saying, would you like this? I'm like, you know, waving like no. Or, so. And sometimes knowing that, they might be like, oh, she don't speak, you know, us. But I just... And then, of course, to the doctors, you did have to kind of, ooh, these edges. You did have to kind of like talk. So I kind of was like, you know, listening, because I'm listening to everything, and ask questions. If you don't know, ask, and they'll kind of repeat it. They will repeat it, so you just gotta ask. But other than that, my surgery is tomorrow. Right now, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit until she gets out of surgery. I'm gonna get some water and stuff so I can start drinking water, and I guess we will go from there. So I'll give an update tonight once I get back to the recovery house, because I can't miss lunch. Her sister got to eat her last little meals. So I shall talk to you guys later.